Most people have the wrong goal. They're trying to get rich. And that one mistake, that one word, is exactly why they'll spend the next 30 years working for money instead of having money work for them. The people who actually build wealth, they're not trying to get rich. They're trying to get free. And there's a difference, a mathematical, psychological, life-changing difference that almost nobody talks about. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that difference is. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why some people retire at 45 with less money than people who die still working at 70.
Meet David and Marcus. Same salary, same city, same starting point, $48,000 a year at 24 years old. David's goal? Get rich. He wants the house, the car, the lifestyle. He reads about investing, follows the stock market, talks about wealth at dinner. Marcus has a different goal. He doesn't care about being rich. He wants one thing: to never need a job again. At 38, David has a $320,000 net worth. Nice house, new car, some investments. At 38, Marcus has $280,000, less than David. But Marcus retired last year. David will work until he's 67. Same income, same city, less money, but completely free. The difference wasn't returns. It wasn't luck. It was one number Marcus tracked obsessively that David never thought about once. That number is called your freedom number, and once you know yours, everything changes.
Your freedom number is not how much money you want to have. It's the exact amount your investments need to generate every year to cover your living expenses forever. Here's the formula. It's simple. Your annual expenses multiplied by 25 equals your freedom number. If you spend $30,000 a year, your freedom number is $750,000. If you spend $40,000 a year, it's $1 million. If you spend $25,000 a year, it's just $625,000. Notice something? The number isn't fixed. It moves based on how much you need, not how much you want. This is why Marcus retired with $280,000 in investments, because his annual expenses were $11,200. His freedom number was $280,000. He hit it, he's done. David has $320,000 but spends $58,000 a year. His freedom number is $1,450,000. He's not even halfway there. Same net worth, completely different finish lines.
Here's the uncomfortable truth. The financial industry doesn't want you thinking about freedom numbers. They want you thinking about wealth, because wealth has no finish line. There's always a bigger house, a newer car, a higher number to chase. But financial freedom has a finish line, a specific, calculable, reachable number. And the moment you know your freedom number, you stop being a consumer chasing a lifestyle and start being an investor chasing an exit. That psychological shift is worth more than any investment strategy. Because once you have a real target, you start making decisions differently. You stop asking, can I afford this? And start asking, does this move me closer to my number?
Most people only pull one lever when trying to build wealth. They either try to earn more, hustle, grind, side income, or try to invest smarter, pick better stocks, chase higher returns. But the people who retire early pull a third lever nobody talks about. They reduce their freedom number while building toward it. Every $100 a month you permanently cut from your expenses does two things simultaneously. It gives you $1,200 more per year to invest, and it reduces your freedom number by $30,000. That's a $30,000 swing from one decision, not from a promotion, not from a lucky investment, from choosing a cheaper phone plan or keeping your car one more year. This is the compounding nobody draws a chart about. And it's why the people who get free fastest aren't always the highest earners. They're the ones who figured out that shrinking the target and growing the portfolio at the same time is the fastest path to the finish line.
Here's the moment when this all clicks. There's a point in every wealth builder's journey where their investments start generating more per year than they're contributing. For most people, this happens somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000 in invested assets. At $175,000 invested at 7%, your portfolio generates $12,250 per year. That's over $1,000 a month without working, without selling anything,
without doing anything at all. And if your expenses are $3,000 a month, you just covered a third of your life with money you never have to earn again. That's the moment the game changes. Not when you hit $1 million, not when you retire. Right there, somewhere around $150K to $200K, when your money officially starts pulling its own weight. Most people blow past this milestone without noticing it. They don't celebrate it. They don't even know it happened. But the people who are paying attention, they feel it, and it changes how they think about every single financial decision after that.
So here's what I want you to do after this video. 3 things. Takes 20 minutes. 1. Calculate your actual monthly expenses. Not what you think you spend, what you actually spend. 2. Multiply your annual expenses by 25. Write that number down. That's your freedom number. That's your real goal. 3. Figure out where you are right now. Divide your current invested assets by your freedom number. That's your percentage. That's how close you actually are. Most people have never done this, and the ones who do it, even once, make fundamentally different decisions for the rest of their lives. Because once you know the finish line, you stop running in circles.